Hello, I'm back again, and this is a review of this week's Doctor Who episode, Cold War. This is the episode that a lot of people have been really waiting for, because it was the long-awaited return of the Ice Warriors. The Ice Warriors were first seen way back in 1967 when Patrick Troughton was the Doctor. I have to say it was done very well. Written by Mark Gatiss, the whole episode was very atmospheric with a very claustrophobic feel to it. The Ice Warrior, Skaldak, was a very intimidating and imposing figure. The design was brilliantly done. For the most part, it stuck very loyally to the classic design, with only a few minor tweaks. The fact that it was only one single Ice Warrior didn't really subtract from the story at all. It was still more than enough to create a real sense of threat, and in fact, I would say it's one of the most imposing and scary villains that Doctor Who has seen for quite some time. Definitely a worthy storyline of bringing back such a classic and popular foe. However, Gatiss did bring one new element to them, as for the first time, fans were able to see what was under the Ice Warrior's armour. There wasn't no full body shot at any point in time. However, I think this was a good thing, as it helped add to the tension and the suspense. However, it was pretty cool to get to see what was underneath there, and it was quite a scary looking face underneath that mask. I also really enjoyed seeing the Doctor's reaction to coming face to face with an old enemy, especially when Skaldak's name was revealed and he realised just who he was facing. David Warner particularly shines in this episode, especially during his interactions with Clara. Clara herself continued to be very courageous and show a strong sense of empathy. However, we also saw a different side to her, where she was actually very visibly shaken and afraid during the whole encounter, as of course anybody would be. You can also see how she already really looks up to the Doctor and actively seeks his approval. Liam Cunningham also delivers a noteworthy performance as the ship's captain. The settings and the soundtrack and the style of filming all contribute towards a very dark, horror-style sort of feel to the episode that seemed slightly reminiscent of Alien in some parts. There was also several humorous one-liners amongst all the horror. It was interesting to see that the TARDIS was translating for Clara. It seemed a bit off last time. In the last episode, the Doctor had to do some translating for her. However, she did seem to understand all of the other species in the Rings of Akaten, so what the story is there, I'm not really sure. All in all, I have to say big kudos really to Matt Gatiss for implementing such a successful comeback for the Ice Warriors. My only complaint for this episode was that it felt very short, it just seemed to fly by. But the 41 minutes is not actually really particularly different. Other than that, I've got only high praise to give for a genuinely scary and gripping story. I really enjoyed it. And who knows, maybe one day we'll see the Ice Warriors again. That's it for now. I shall be back again next week, and I shall be reviewing the next new episode, which is titled Hide. So, I'll see you all then.